have to go to my doctor. You know, they'll do, people are less responsible when they have that. I'm not saying it's happening, you know, but that's the rationale. And so they figure, let's say if we said it was $4,000 and they paid, and the employee has to pay the first 1,000, kind of like a deductible, then they're less likely to use that money irresponsibly. Because remember, that $1,000 or that $4,000 is everything. If they get a prescription, anything they get is covered. And 90% of people, they don't use it up. They never even use the premium. So, you know, the other possibility is to go to a higher deductible with a lower premium and give less benefits because the first 4,000 is taking care of most people's needs. That's the way to look at it too. But people see those numbers and they want that extra benefit, you know. So we have to look at that.
And the number is
I mean, this went up $1,000
versus 25%.
No, 15.
No, in this case, you're saying that we are saying that they would be contributing 25%, as opposed to previously hired, earlier, yeah, pre-existing employees are still at 15%.
Correct.
Does 20% gain us enough to warrant a change versus the 20?
I think it was, to me, it was like starting to introduce something, but if, you know, if you guys want to hold off, then I would say that we have to really make sure that we start to find a way to make something new happen in January.
Well, I'm recognizing that the board has discussed this previously, that you've done a lot of work on it, and honestly, I'm inclined more to, if we can come to comfortable doing something tonight.
Yeah.
It
We
sort
have
of
two
moves
new,
it up
we
as a
have two
priority
new
for all of us.
employees that are going to get benefits, you know, that's why it's like, you know, every time you hire them.
I don't want to push the issue if we're not all comfortable with it. It's just if we can settle something,
think we
knowing
can-
that we're going to have to do something again next
Well,
year.
I mean,
anyhow.
if it was 20%, would that be?
I think, you know, I didn't want to go and say to everybody who's making, you know, everybody's budgeted right now, so you have monies that they pay, and they know they're living on what they.
This is for new employees.
For the existing employees, that's why I said, let's go to the new employees first.
Yeah.
Then
Right.
when we start in January, we can look at how much money can we, so let's say the general fund is $300,000, and that's just a number I'm picking for the medical, right? If you could say 50,000 of that, we're gonna transfer the cost of that to the employees, but we'll give them X number of dollars more in raises, so we're absorbing that first impact, you know, so that it's
Right.
not, you see what I'm
This
saying?
has got to go up, but we're taking care of it this year, but you
Right.
need to plan
Right.
in the future.
That's
because
kind of
it's
what
going
I
up
was
for all of
thinking,
us.
you transfer that over, so that you're giving them more in their salary, but you know, they're gonna start to pay more. So I don't know, it's either that, or we have to start to make
Well,
a
they-
decision to give benefits that are not as attractive.
Right.
But with unions, you can't do that, you know, you still have to get the top plan, you know, because that's the one you have.
So in the new year, would you be
What,
looking for?
I'm also just dealing with the tax impact is, like, or just like how it's gonna affect just this sort of big picture of the increases in insurance.
What do you mean by the taxes? What do you
That's
say?
what,
I'm not
I
sure what
mean,
you're saying.
that's what we're worried about.
You mean the
Oh.
budget increase you're
Tax cut?
talking about?
Budget increase, yeah.
Right, well, I mean, we're also having to incrementally bring up the salaries anyway, because we know that we're gonna be dealing with the minimum wage increase. So we're not in a position to, all of a sudden, one day, say, state made this new rule, and we have to make a, you know, X number of dollar increase. We're gonna have to start bringing our employees up to a number that's going to be easier to manage, that kind of
Right,
increase.
so that would naturally
So that-
skew the differential a little bit more in the wage and a little bit less benefit if we're trying to.
That's right.
Prepare for-
Because the state doesn't care that we gave them $269 in benefits a week. They care what we give them in their paycheck
And
as
also,
their benefit, as their
you know,
check.
in light of the whole discussion and wanting to be good employers and have happy employees, also as a board member, I do feel pretty strongly beholden to the taxpayers in this discussion, you know, that I'm strongly hold that way as well.
It's a balance, it's trying to make, you know, a decent pay, a decent feel when you have a, 19-20% increase in the benefit, you have to look at how that impacts our budget.
If we are incrementally bringing up wages, and we know that there's new wage law in the future, that does start to speak to the concern of you can't afford 25% of $11 an hour. People are going to be making more than that.
Well,
Well, we're starting them a little higher than we did a few years ago.
Yeah.
Still low. I mean, no
That's
question.
very low.
So,
But look at everybody else, we've got to raise everybody then. Can't do it any more than that, or you would have to raise everybody.
but we're saying we're going to have to do that in the next budget year or so anyway.
So my plan was that when, next month I start working on budget, I'm looking at what can I pull out of healthcare that the employee can pay, give them a raise, but also make, you're gonna get a raise on top
Are
of
we
that
looking
too.
at, just, no, not holding to any of these numbers, just for the sake of conversation, going from 15% to 20% or 18% as opposed to for existing employees in the new year.
I haven't done those, I haven't crunched those numbers yet. I understand you guys if you feel like we don't, because we don't have those numbers. I mean, I think, I was picking 25% because I think that's more of a standard, what, if you look at across the board, if other towns are saying 50% of the employees' families have to, paying 50%. So if you said the first 10,000, let's say, is not counted, so you got 15,000, right? Of the remainder, 50% of that is $7,500, $7,500. So $7,500 is a lot less of an impact to the employee than 25%. 25% would be of the whole thing would be, let's say,
I'm lost.
you guys are lost.
Yeah. So you're saying instead of 25%,
So look, 25%, let's say it's a $25,000, right? Times 25%, right? What's that?
6,002.
6,250. If you said employee, it's $25,000, is minus $9,000 for the employee's portion. Now you got $16,000 times 50%, right?
oh, this is
That's
the,
$8,000. It's $8,000.
This is that other town's
This is-
plan.
So like I'm saying, if you look in comparisons, or not just other towns, but even the private sector, you're making them pay 50% for family portion. You're still, 25% is less of an impact than doing the 50% for families, is what I'm saying, or for anyone other than the employees. If we gave them free, for instance, you're paying 15%, and then you're paying 50% for your spouse and children in the employee, right? This is
I'm
still.
just comparing, right.
Go ahead.
No, I was just, in my mind, I'm thinking, that's one way that one town does it, but how?
I'm not just talking about one town, I'm talking about several private sectors, like not-for-profits, and like kids in college,
Right,
that's
but
what they're doing.
I'm like apples to apples, public,
Yeah,
town.
well, other
government.
towns, that's what they're doing. Some of them are doing,
So if we-
a lot of them are making them pay a portion of their high deductible, so that's $1,000 or $2,000 right off the bat.
if we put this off 1 month, does that allow the research and the questions and then still?
I like that idea.
No.
If you put it off 1 month, then everybody that's working for the town is an existing employee.